In broad daylight on a Florida roadway, a routine traffic stop suddenly carries far more weight than it appears. The driver is Kodak Black, a global name, unmistakable, confident, and seemingly in control. But within minutes, officers uncover a detail that instantly changes the legal trajectory. He's driving on a revoked license. From that moment on, fame no longer matters. The law has already taken the wheel.
It's going to be Delta 1, Charlie X-ray Tango.
I ain't got my ID. I'm just trying to get a toothbrush, bro.
You got your ID, buddy? You can record. Come on. I don't think you want to smoke right here on paper. Exactly. So relax. Give me your ID. All right, just relax. Give me your ID. I know your name. Give me your ID. Your ID. You don't got ID? Any weapons in the car?
There's no weapons, sir. I promise.
Okay. Sure.
I could get a toothbrush and just go to sleep. I'll go back to sleep.
Okay. When I figure everything out, you'll be on your way, bro.
That's it, bro.
I'm not trying to cause you any more issues.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, sir.
Just wait for my backup. I'll check you guys out. If you're good, you're good.
Yeah, all right.
What's your first name? 4 Brown 6. You got a 94 coming? Go for it. No, I just had a lot of background. I wasn't sure if the transmissions went through. You got any bud in the car? You're smoking in here? You don't smoke weed at all? Or was somebody smoking in your car?
I was smoking black like last night.
Okay.
That's it.
It smells like weed.
I don't smoke weed.
Okay. There's no packs, nothing in the car?
I ain't nothing.
Why'd you pull in here? You just came from a gas station. You're just on 14th
They have no toothbrush. I know that van told you that it saw me. I'm saying,
what van?
I saw a blue van with it was up by the lights.
Nah,
I'm like,
you got a blacked out car. Is this car registered to you?
Okay. This is my mom's car.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a toothbrush from the store. If you go back to that store, you see they don't have no toothbrush.
I saw your boy hopped out. He went handicapped.
But I'm like, you know what?
You don't got a handicap.
I'm like, I
could have taken you there, but I didn't want to.
I feel you, sir.
So I waited.
I'm like, you know, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I could jump out, even though I'm me and people like probably feel like, you know what, we want to be on them. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm gonna stop over here and get a toothbrush. I'm like, I don't feel I have no reason around guns, nothing. I'm just trying to get a toothbrush. Go back. That's it, sir.
All right. I believe you. I'm gonna help you out. As soon as my partner comes, I'll help you out. If I don't want to right now, no tickets, no nothing.
Thank you, sir.
I'll help you out. Just relax. You gotta ride around with your license. I don't know why you don't got your license. That's a no-no. And then you got no license. You don't got ID on you either.
That's my look out.
You don't carry ID.
Okay. 751 with 4 Bravo 4. 1008 hours.
This is the point where the encounter stops being about who he is and becomes about what the statute requires. Because once a revoked license is confirmed, discretion narrows, and the outcome starts locking in.
Broward, the address on the license going to be correct?
Yeah, this is my mom. My baby mom from Chicago down here with me and stuff like that. We about to go to Boomers later on with my kids and stuff
okay.
like that.
I'm just trying to figure out your ID.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for this guy to come so I can run you on the computer, alright? I just can't go back there by myself.
Okay. I'll go to Boomers in a little bit with my son and my baby mom. That's it.
Listen, I'm not gonna fuck you over for some bullshit.
For no bullshit. Okay. Yeah. That's
4 Bravo 5, copy 1087, 1011 hours.
Stand by with him. I slept on shit or something, dude. You smell 57, right? What's your first name? Damien? Spell it. D-A-M? I-N?
I-A-N.
I-A-N. Last name?
Charmant. C-H-A-R-M-A-N-T. A-N-T.
Alright, you got a Florida ID? Is it in Florida or what state?
I'm born in Florida.
Where's your ID from, your DL? You've never had an ID? But is it from Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my question. What's your birthday?
Just be careful.
They might have zero. If you want to 15 him, like told him, so I'm gonna detain him. I just wanted to confirm that he was. And then I think the passenger's doing now. Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on bullshit. All right. This is just for the time being. You're just being detained. Come on, officially. All right. You know your license is no good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a ticket, right? That's a ticket.
Tell the back one, are you still subject to 19 or on the floor?
No, I meant to advise. I'm standing by on the CSA's call, and then I'll head over there. If you can just let them know I apologize for the ETA. I'm trying to wrap it.
That's right. I'll call back the floor then for you and let them know that, it'll be first available. And then
Keep your head
I'll
low.
just keep you in status pending.
I appreciate you.
I'll put you in the back seat so nobody sees you.
So, call back one. Switch over to third one.
I'll leave his money on me. I'm gonna leave your cash on you, right? Hey, come back here and we'll put you in the car. Sit in there, chill out, work with you, alright? Scoot that over. There's no weapons in there, right? Nothing stupid? Nothing stupid? Alright.
You see, like, even when you check my pockets, you see, I ain't tell, like, I ain't doing bullshit.
You got no.
You know what I mean? I don't have nothing. But man, you can check me. The way you, I ain't doing no bullshit.
Okay, your boy right here, he's like 15. How old is he? 17?
I you tell my teeth not right.
Who can you call right now to come pick up your car and drive you guys?
My mom's car.
Who can come pick up your mom's car and drive it so you don't go to, so it doesn't get towed? You're on a revoked license, dude. I can't, and he has a suspended license.
I'm gonna put it up. I ain't gonna ride around. I won't ride around. I don't want my mom to ride around.
This side clear? That side, yeah, you could just check it again, but I didn't see anything. I mean, he says he doesn't smoke. I don't see no weed, but you can smell it.
This passenger.
Yeah, okay. I'm on camera, right? We'll talk later. Front looks clean. These are just chains?
Huh?
They're just chains back there?
Check
Look,
are
I'm
you
not
still
gonna
subject
take you to jail. I know you've been
for
arrested on other
prospect?
bullshit charges in the past and shit. I'm not on that. Your license is no good. I'm gonna give you a ticket for that. That's what you're gonna get. This is a ticket.
My baby mama at the hotel. She can
Okay.
come, she got license.
You can call her. She'll be here quick.
Yeah.
We'll call her. We'll stand by.
Additional coming in.
We're not even gonna tell the car I'm not on that bullshit, dude. All right.
My mom will go crazy, bro. I know you
But
saw a video.
your homeboy had weed. That's where the smell is coming from. All right.
That's
I'm gonna take the weed. I'm gonna destroy it. He's not gonna get no ticket. Nothing.
I know you saw videos of my mama, bro. She comes
I've never seen your mom.
Bro, she be crying and going crazy like.
We're not gonna fuck your day over nobody's day. All right.
Thank you, sir.
You made a mistake. Just, dude, you're on fucking. You got a lot of heat. What the fuck are you driving, dude? You can pay people to drive for you. Stop driving. All right, you're gonna catch a ticket for that.
And I'm
You
sorry,
probably
Michael,
dismiss that. Whatever you do with tickets, all right? Just that we make contact with you, you're gonna get that ticket.
Alright, so
All right.
I could get my
they're
phone
advising
call
that
or something.
one patient thing
Yeah,
on
let me
another
write it up.
patient
I'll release her, and then you can call whoever you want.
The subject
I mean,
is
you're gonna get a lot of heat
103
right here, so we're gonna stand by with you.
Okay.
Just give me a second, I'll release you.
No further information, and then 911 from 4495 Northwest 42 Terrace.
Yeah, I told him I'm gonna release him now. Just he's gonna call his. Maybe we could start her coming. Somebody call her. Hey, what's the best address for you? That one?
Uniform 61 should come back to
I was on my way to Dunkin',
2900 block in Northwest.
What's up? You know?
Program is going to have a code off your 70 truck.
Kodak Black, I think it's
If it was suspended, I'd help him, but it's revoked, so I'm just gonna give him the citation. You gotta go fix that.
I was 49 on the Delta. Close back to 49.
Help him do it.
4504 to 1048 to reroute to the 49.
Yeah.
got a nicer car than you got here.
No, this is my car here. They said I'm gonna keep it.
Huh.
They'll just restripe it or something like that.
This you said that?
Levine up there said that. This lady's calling, complaining about me. This dispatcher?
I would say I'm not surprised. I don't think it was her, because when I came out, it was different with that. You haven't even done, I'm going to be honest with you, you haven't even done anything today to get complained on. Like, I normally sometimes...
At least one tone.
Sometimes it's hard to fight through this. But today, you actually haven't done it.
Where'd you put the bud? Right there? Okay. I'm gonna put your bud for destruction, alright, dude? You got the... Yeah, you can release him. Let's not handcuff him. Hey, start getting his phone
Alright,
or shit in
they're
there.
calling back in the
You know,
16th
baby
because
mama
again,
number?
for the same 1020 that we just quoted, they canceled it because they said the family's not home, and then now they reopened it again.
You guys figure that out.
I'm gonna hold it, and then there is 911 that came in at 10:04 hours for zone 401. I'm gonna quote. There was no additional that came in.
Hey, we can have him come out. So you can do this shit. If he wants to come out. Hold this for me.
This girl's almost.
Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah, no sweat, bro.
Man, how you bring first quarter? I thought you about to go crazy on me, dog. But
I'll talk to you right now, right? I can't talk too much. You need help out or what?
Yeah, probably.
You want to put something over your head while you do this? I'm gonna take off your handcuffs. Go put a sweatshirt over your head or something, and you can go sign this. I don't really care. You can do it in your car. Sit in your car. Alright, look. This is a driving while suspended or revoked with knowledge, right? So you got to go to court for it. They're gonna give you a court date to that address that you gave me. It should just whatever you have planned that you're probably working already on your license. Just say you're still on it. Whatever your defense is, you do that. All right. That shouldn't fuck you over federally. Your probation's federal, so I don't have to violate.
I'm talking about with the license shit, because it was like I told them, man, they had the whole course in.
You gotta get that fixed, bro.
Just had to pay this shit, and then they was gonna reinstate it. Now they might see this and not even want to reinstate it.
Nah, bro, you should be fine. And if I go to court, I'll try to help you out there, dude.
I ain't gonna lie. I need that.
Put your thumbprint right here.
It ain't got no black on it though.
No, put your thumb right there. Hold it tight, and then just put it there. It doesn't matter.
That's it?
Yeah. And then you just gotta sign for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just sign right here where it says delivered. Just sign right there.
Picture yourself driving in the middle of the day, sunlight overhead, traffic moving normally, nothing chaotic or tense. You're not speeding, you're not arguing, you're simply trying to get from one place to another, convinced that whatever happens next will be minor, temporary, forgettable. At first, it feels routine, a brief interruption, a conversation, a pause that should end with a wave and permission to leave. You haven't hurt anyone. You haven't threatened anyone. And in your mind, that should be enough. But here is the cognitive shock most people never see coming. The law does not measure danger the way people do. It does not wait for drama. It does not require anger, resistance, or intent. Sometimes all it needs is confirmation. Within minutes, a situation that feels informal begins closing in. Questions narrow. Time slows, and although no one has raised their voice, the outcome is already forming. Not emotionally, procedurally. This is where a common legal myth quietly collapses. The belief that calm behavior equals safety, that explanation delays consequences, that nothing serious can happen in broad daylight without a scene. By the end of this encounter, custody will be discussed, charges will exist, jail exposure becomes real, and none of it depends on how reasonable this moment feels. What matters is not what you say. It's what the system verifies. The central legal question in this case is simple, but deeply misunderstood. When does a routine traffic stop being discretionary and become legally unavoidable? Most people carry the same assumption. That cooperation buys leniency. That explanation creates time. That status, reputation, or calm demeanor expands the margin of flexibility. This belief feels logical. It is also incorrect. By the end of this video, you will understand why the things she believed would protect her, calm behavior, compliance, and the absence of chaos, is exactly what made legal consequences inevitable. The legal myth at play here is not about rights, it is about thresholds. The moment a specific fact is verified, discretion collapses. From that point forward, the law no longer asks how the interaction feels. It only asks whether the statutory condition has been met. Everything that follows flows from that single confirmation. The encounter begins without urgency. A vehicle is stopped during daylight hours on a public roadway. No emergency call, no report of violence, no immediate allegation beyond a routine traffic matter. Identification becomes the focus, not through confrontation, but through verification. Questions are asked, answers are given, systems are checked. What matters here is not tone, attitude, or cooperation, but data. As the stop continues, one detail rises above everything else. The status of the driver's license is no longer assumed. It is confirmed, not expired, not misplaced, revoked. This is the moment the timeline compresses. From the outside, the interaction still looks calm. No raised voices, no visible force. But legally, the path forward has already narrowed. The officer's role shifts from informal assessment to statutory obligation. Nothing dramatic has happened yet, and that's precisely why this phase matters. The viewer now has the map, a clear understanding of why authority appeared, what information was being sought, and which single fact will soon outweigh all others. The stage is set. The legal state is about to change. Everything changes here. The moment the revoked license is confirmed, the legal dynamic shifts, not gradually, not emotionally, instantly. What had been a discretionary encounter becomes a defined legal state. Up until this point, the stop exists in a gray zone. Questions, clarifications, possibility. But once the system verifies that the license is revoked and that the driver is operating the vehicle with that status, the law stops weighing context and starts applying thresholds. This is not about intent. It is not about explanation. It is not about whether the person feels cooperative or respectful. The statute does not require escalation to activate. It only requires confirmation. The moment that confirmation exists, the officer's discretion collapses inward. Options narrow. Outcomes begin to lock. What happens next is no longer shaped by personality or tone, but by obligation. From the outside, it still looks calm. The voice remains even. Movements are controlled. But legally, the state has already changed. The encounter has crossed from possible leniency into mandatory response. This is the point of no return. Everything after this moment flows from a single verified fact, and there is no way to talk it back into uncertainty. The legal axis in this case rests on a single, narrow statute, driving while license is revoked, and the misunderstanding around it is widespread. The myth is simple. If you're calm, cooperative, and not causing harm, the situation remains flexible. This statute does not work that way. Under the law, the threshold is not danger. It is operation of a vehicle combined with knowledge of revocation. Once those two elements exist together, the offense is complete. No aggressive driving is required, no intent to flee, no additional misconduct. This is where explanation becomes irrelevant. Speech does not undo conduct. Calm does not negate operation, and cooperation does not erase a verified status. This is where annoyance becomes exposure. Officers are not evaluating whether the driver should be driving. They are confirming whether the driver is driving while legally prohibited. Once that condition is met, probable cause exists. Not hypothetically, not emotionally, procedurally. This is where discretion becomes obligation. The law draws a bright line between expired and revoked. An expired license suggests lapse. A revoked license reflects prior legal action. It means the state has already determined the privilege to drive has been removed. Operating a vehicle after that point is not an oversight. It is a violation. This is where context stops mattering. The officer may choose how to proceed: citation, detention, vehicle handling, but not whether the statute applies. The standard is objectively reasonable confirmation, not subjective belief or personal history. And this is where many people misread the moment. They assume leniency is still on the table because the interaction feels calm. But calm is not a legal defense. Silence is not a cure. Explanation is not a shield. This is where talking becomes irrelevant. Once the threshold is crossed, the system moves forward on rails. Not fast, not violently, but predictably. The statute does not punish attitude, it responds to status. That is why this encounter does not explode. It settles. The outcome forms quietly, because the law has already done its work. Two counter-narratives tend to surface in situations like this, and both fail under objective legal analysis. The first is status insulation, the belief that recognition, resources, or public visibility expands discretion. It does not. The legal test is not who the driver is, but whether the statutory elements are met. Status has no weight in the threshold analysis. Once probable cause exists, the process does not adjust for identity. The second is police targeting. That argument focuses on motive rather than mechanism. The law does not require officers to justify why a stop feels uncomfortable once a violation is confirmed. It requires only that the confirmation itself be objectively reasonable. The driver's conduct, not the officer's tone, controls the outcome. This is where narrative collapses into procedure. Rights protect speech. They do not negate conduct. Allegations of unfairness do not erase verified status. The system moves forward not because it is harsh, but because the test has already been satisfied. What appears in this encounter is not chaos or instability. It is a recognizable social pattern that repeats across many bodycam cases. The pattern is status insulation, the belief that past success, resources, or familiarity with the system reduces exposure to basic statutes. Closely tied to that is authority confusion, where the individual treats enforcement as negotiable rather than conditional. This is not defiance, it is expectation. The expectation that explanation will soften obligation, that reputation will slow process, that calm will create exceptions. It does not. This is not a mental health diagnosis. This is a behavioral pattern. When that pattern meets a statute with a fixed threshold, the outcome becomes predictable, not because the system is rigid, but because it is consistent. The same logic applies regardless of tone, demeanor, or visibility. The conclusion of this encounter is not dramatic. It is administrative and final. Once the statute is satisfied, the outcome resolves through process. A citation is issued, a court date is generated, fines and penalties attach automatically. Jail exposure exists on paper, regardless of whether custody is immediate. The record is created the moment the violation is documented. There is no argument left to win here. The system does not revisit intent. It does not reweigh demeanor. It does not negotiate outcomes at roadside. From this point forward, resolution moves into a courtroom governed by statute, not conversation. This is where many misunderstand consequence. Handcuffs are not the measure of impact. Booking is not the only signal of exposure. Legal consequence often appears quiet, paperwork, signatures, deadlines, but it carries weight that outlasts the encounter itself. Missed court, escalated penalties, compounding restrictions. The structure is already in place. What matters is not how restrained the interaction looked. It is how conclusively the threshold was crossed. This is the restoration of order the law is designed to produce, not through force, not through spectacle, through predictable application. The same rule, applied the same way, regardless of status or familiarity. Order is not oppression, it is boundary. Freedom is not absence of limits, it is movement within them. Once those limits are verified as crossed, the system closes the loop, calmly, procedurally, and without reversal.